And the other thing is, you go to football games. You go to a Bills game. You know, Bills games are loud and, you know, people are having a good time. But you go to another stadium, for example. Go to Philadelphia. Go to a Patriots game. They're lunatics just as much as we are, I'm assuming. Except that, you know, we feel like we're part of the clan, the community, so it doesn't feel all that bad.
Yeah, it's always odd when you go to another stadium wearing the opposing team's gear.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to a Bills game on the road,
Yeah.
you're going to catch grief.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's nuts.
Doesn't mean you're going to get in a fight.
Yeah. Well, but you don't know. But so a couple of douchebags from New England decided they were going to come here for the Patriots and they were going to watch the game. But then it seemed like throughout the afternoon they poked the stick at the bear, making noise, doing suck-it moves, that sort of thing. And then they would, I guess, rile up the hometown crowd and then turn their phones on and be absolutely shocked that Bills fans reacted with slurs and cursing and flipping them off. Hey, you Bills fans, you suck. Oh, yeah? And then they turn on their phone, and then you hear, hey, screw you, Pats fans.
And they're like, classless.
And they're like, we can't believe this. This has just got to stop.
The most vile creatures at any NFL stadium.
So they posted a bunch of that. So we wanted to bring the guy on to find out what the hell happened and how bad it was. Well, first he's like, oh, I can't come on. I can't do it. Oh, I got stuff. My mom won't let me on. Whatever the hell. So he wouldn't come on the air. He tries to be, although we have his name, he tries to hide behind Turtleboy.
Which is appropriate.
Yeah, terrible name.
Yeah,
well, it's because he hides in his shell.
I don't know. So and then he wouldn't come on, but then he posts, does the passive aggressive thing. He posts Jacka's email on his blog, and so he got a phone call from one, and we think this is the guy who actually does the blog.
Hey man, you're out of your league dealing with the Turtleboy. One of you little boys up in Buffalo just kind of hang tight up there. You'll get another whooping coming when you boys come down to New England. We ain't got time for your crap up there. Yeah, we just come up and visit and insult you people, and then we move on.
This guy doesn't know his directions.
Well, he also sounds like he's trying to put on the voice. He's like trying to extra heavy the accent a little bit.
It sounds like he's in The Departed.
He talks like this, but you boys, let me tell you something, or whatever the hell that accent
sounds like. He's in The Departed or whatever.
He's really trying hard to do the accent. Anyway, I don't know.
Basically admitted that what you just said.
Yeah.
We come up there and insult you.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were doing. So, I don't know if you had a chance to see it yet. I don't know if in general you were at the game on Sunday, but were Pats fans really being mistreated so horribly? I mean, did you see it? And in general, have you ever gone to another stadium where, you saw people drinking and acting the fool? Shock of shock. 644-9334-64498. I don't think it's because, you post something like that, and what are you trying to do? You're trying to prompt some sort of soul searching in the community. Like, we're supposed to look at each other in the mirror and go, oof, we are horrible fans. We are vile.
It just so happened
blank yourself.
It just so happened to have been in the same week a Philadelphia Eagles fan stole a prosthetic leg.
Right.
So we're not looking too shabby. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, you want vile, go to a Philadelphia game.
Yeah.
I've been to several, and I can tell you there is nothing worse than wearing the opposing team's jersey at a Philadelphia Eagles game.
Let us not forget in San Francisco last week, a fight took place at their stadium.
Yeah.
That partially paralyzed one of the fans.
And beyond
they've had more stabbings there at that place than they've had anywhere else.
And beyond that, New England, there is no more racist, vile section of this country than Boston and New England fans.
Yeah, I love how he cites homophobic slurs. They invented homophobic slurs in Boston.
Right, and then throw in the N-word for good luck.
That's their biggest export.
Like in Boston, it was the worst, right? You had the bombing, and everybody felt bad for you for one brief second, and then some horrible thing was said about a black player on one of your teams, and everybody went, nah, you're back to being douchebags again. Friggin' the worst. But here's the thing, we're kind of surprised that Karma Van's allowed this. Wasn't he supposed to cut this at the knee?
Hey, Karma Van,
there's a lot of work.
It's working slow.
There's a lot to clean up.
It's like when you bury a canister of radiation in the ground.
I don't know. Turtleboy says he's going to launch his minions. We don't know or care.
Well,
but
good luck with that.
Who's on line one to start?
This is Sister X.
Sister X, Shred and Reggae Show. What's going on, Sister X?
Hi. So my sister and friend are those fans in Turtleboy's video.
The Bills fans?
Yeah, so I have season tickets with the gentleman in the video. I got to sit in the Jim Kelly Club. I gave my sister my ticket. She said that guy was absolutely terrible the entire game.
He was asking for it.
He instigated the entire section. He paid more attention to the Bills fans than to the entire game.
Right.
And, I guess he was making some lewd gestures, lewd comments. to the point where everyone got fed up and they went to get security and they didn't do anything
Right.
about this guy.
He came in. This is the thing. We're supposed to read this and feel horrible about ourselves as fans. What really happened was he was a jackass through the entire afternoon and evening, and then posted videos, shock that people were telling him to shut up. I guess he was doing some sort of suck it type thing.
No, he was doing. He was humping stuff.
Oh, he was humping stuff.
He
And then-
referenced that in his blog.
Right, and so then they ran to get him kicked out, and he was also shocked at that too. Like, I can't believe it. It's just a joke. I should be allowed to hump stuff in front of children, I guess, in the stadium. Idiot. So that backs up what we were thinking. He was asking for it the whole game.
Oh, he definitely was. My sister and friend came out of the game all fired up. Like, you were lucky you weren't sitting in the seat. You would have lost it on this guy because he was just rude the entire game.
Right, and
The
like a
entire
passive-aggressive little jackass, he would have videotaped the whole thing and probably ran to the cops and, look, they attacked me. Oh, I was punched by...
It sounds like he went into this game with
Fan.
the plan that he was going to do this story.
This was the whole
and
thing.
he was looking for material to back it up.
Right.
And I guess other Patriots fans came up to my friends at the end of the game and apologized for this guy's behavior.
Really?
So it's not even other Pats fans weren't on his side.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks for that. Great call.
Yeah.
There
Sure,
you
no
go.
problem.
Look at that turtle boy, turtle bag, whatever you are. Even your fellow Pats fans that would apologize for you.
My favorite part is at the end of the blog. He posts 2 videos of me and the boys roughhousing. They're like, did you see that part?
Yes.
They're like in the
Was he
hotel
humping
room.
them?
They should have been
Pretty
looped
much.
up.
They could have. They were in the hotel room shirtless, just rolling around together. They're like, "Yeah, this is what we do after a game."
Yeah.
Look
Me
at
and my
I-
boys get together and fake hump on each other.
Look, I'm tea partying his chin.
Jesus. All right. So who's on line 2?
This is Steve from Akron.
Steve, Shred and Ragged Show. What's going on, Steve?
How you doing, guys?
All right. What's up?
As a fan of another AFC East team, I've worn my jersey to the Bills team, and I've never had a problem with the Bills fans.
Is this Dolphin fan?
Which
No,
one?
I'm a Jets fan.
Oh.
How?
I grew up in New York, but
Okay.
I moved up to Buffalo because my wife's from here.
Okay.
But,
All right. Well, that makes sense.
But the fair thing is, you act like a normal human being and you're treated accordingly.
And you're getting yours this
Right,
year
I'm
anyway. So.
surrounded by Bills fans. I don't want to get my ass kicked. You know what I mean? And for the most part, Bills fans are really nice and it's playful banter. You just go back and forth at each other, laugh it off, and walk away.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games
Nothing
until
like these
somebody
New
becomes
England
an a-hole.
Yeah. Oh, I know it.
We do a little JETS suck. You guys do whatever you do, and then boom, that's it.
That's it. Everybody's
Exactly.
happy. Nice. Good call. No, what we should do is we should go to a tanning bed, get all bronzed up, go to the next New England game, and then have, just stand there with our cameras and just roll at all the racial slurs that come flying our way.
Why? Because you think they're gonna think you're a different race?
They don't need much of an excuse. A simple tan would be enough.
I've worn my Bills
Ugh,
stuff to a Browns
they're
game
horrible.
before.
Yeah.
Like when the Bills played the Browns, I've worn it in the Browns stadium.
Yeah.
And the way that I've always played it, because they could be rough there too. I've always just been like, sorry. Like when we're beating them, I'd be like, sorry, fella.
I tell you the story about going to a 49er game with my father at the old vet stadium for the Eagles. He was wearing his jersey. That's all he was doing.
Oh, boy.
Minding his own business. We turned the corner in, I think, section 600 or something. 5,000 fans stood up. I mean, we just turned the corner. We didn't say anything. There was no taunting, no suck it, nothing. Turned the corner. 5,000 people stood up. Boo!
People are
Get them! Throwing stuff. I'm like,
throwing their
Jesus.
urine on you.
Good God. Yeah, the worst.
This
It's
is
on 3.
Chris in Buffalo.
Hey, Chris, Schrenner, good show. What's going on?
Not much. I was just calling because my wife and I went down to Florida and saw a Bills Miami game in December. Cause, there was a Sabres Bills weekend. So we went to the Bills game, and she almost gets into a fight in the girls' room after the game because we beat them. And some woman just starts screaming at her. Like, I almost had to go into the girls' restroom just to get her out because this woman was almost going to fight her just because we won.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, and so the woman comes out, and my wife comes out, and it's like, I was just standing in line to pee, and this woman just starts, shoving me, oh, you guys think you're so tough coming down here? And so the woman comes out, and then gives me the finger, tells me to go F myself after she goes walking away.
And then she went to her job as a drunken stripper and abducted a child.
Yeah, probably. Well, I was thinking, we realized, we were both kind of 4-win teams at the time, so we were like,
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's difficult, but it's like anything. You look for trouble, you'll find trouble, but then don't document trouble on your blog and go, "Oh my God, I can't believe it! How vile!"
My parents
When you
went
ask
to
for it.
a Dolphins or a Bills Dolphins game in Miami back in the heyday of Kelly versus Marino, And so it was definitely vitriol, to say the least. And my parents had beer thrown on them. Their buddies got in a fight with another person, got thrown out of the place. Like, it was crazy.
That's why it was a rivalry.
Yeah, that's what now, like he said, four and win teams. It's like,
you just get drunk and commiserate. Who's on 4?
Dave from Lackawanna.
Dave, Shredder Show. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, man.
I had my one buddy who went to the Thursday game at Cleveland last year, and he actually got tackled, speared from behind by the fan, and got his ankle broken.
Is that now? I'm wondering though. Was he at the Ralph Wilson Stadium or was he?